We are live. Hello and welcome to another exciting Fatwood Anonymous, where people gather to talk about Fatwood fun and adventures. Who's all out there today? I'd like to hear about everyone's weather. This has been interesting weather this past week. Nice break from the heat over here. Gunpowder Beauty, good to see you. SKS Hugo, hello. Well, Gunpowder Beauty, I don't have to ask you about the weather because you're up in Michigan now. How cool is that? We've been having cool weather, nice break. And hi, 805 Road King. And every time I look at the radar, it's raining down in Indiana and Ohio. I hope they're getting a break and coming up from air. Oh, it's raining. Yes, cooler weather is a nice break. It's nice to have your hair down, have a nice warm snuggable flannel shirt. Old school with a modern twist. Yes, I just watched your video. I almost got on Fatwood Anonymous late because I was enjoying your video. It's nice to see you stoke up the fire. It's too bad you've been getting all that rain. All we've been getting where I'm at is overcast and chilly, which I love. Viborg, hey, how you doing? Oh, and James, gosh, I love this thing. I can't tell you thank you enough. I've been using it a lot in my stop motion. It's becoming a star. Lynn, hello. Would you love to join me? It's great to see you. Wonderful bunch of people. Big Dog Leather, how you doing? My son says it's cold in here, but I guess it was kind of chilly when I woke up from a nap. Hirschman Hills. Harshman Hills. I always want to say Hirschman. Good to see you, Harshman Hills. I undid this, I can't remember the name of this loop, James, but I undid it for a second because I had this spinning around a clock for a stop motion video, and I made it look like it was unraveling and came off, and as it's spinning round and round, it came flying off, and it was pretty funny. I gotta think of what else this guy can do. I just got to the hotel I am studying at, so not right now. Lancaster, geez, girl, you've been doing some traveling. Man, you're doing a great job, Lynn. Smart woman. Hey, I was doing the Douglas Fir series. I still have the finale to put together, but I can only pass my Fatwood so far. Hello, Grant Hubbard. Good to see you. So I've been doing the Douglas Fir series, and I did finally identify the tree that I had misidentified, and it's most definitely jack pine. And when I do the finale for my Douglas Fir series, I would like to take some of my jack pine cones and show how they open up under heat. Jack pine cones only open in fire or if they're on the ground in the really hot sun because they're coated with pine resin. So the reason I had so much trouble finding a live pine in my woods was because they don't do control burns to get the pine cones to open up. So I did find one live jack pine over in my neck of the woods. But yeah, I was looking for this mystery tree for the longest time. And I'd like to do a demonstration and show how these open up under heat eventually. It'll be a lot of fun. I've got a lot of these. The jack pine. Kind of under the vodka tonight. I like how you put that. Going to In-N-Out Burger to get my fat on. Oh boy. Wish my son hadn't shut the windows, but guess I'm just hot today. I was so excited. I couldn't figure out the name of that tree for the life of me. Gosh darn jack pine. I knew there was jack pines in Michigan, but I didn't think there were that many. I thought they were mostly up in Canada. We got a lot of jack pines around here. I even scored some fatwood from a jack pine, and I wish you guys could smell it. This stuff is so soft and gentle, and it's very red and soft and waxy when you cut into it. This is some really great stuff. It's amazing. Jack pine fatwood. Be back, gotta get the kids fed and bathed. Aw. See you in a little bit, Gunpowder Beauty. We'll be here for a little while. But what happened with the Douglas fir series was I put up a video called Treasure Hunting for Pine Knots. And I kept saying, oh, you know, this is Douglas fir fatwood. And someone left in the comments, you know Douglas fir. When you have Douglas fir, you know you have Douglas fir. And I had this little doubt in my mind. And I got to thinking, you know, I'm telling everyone that this is a certain kind of tree, but I'm only going by what one person told me. So I thought I better check and make sure. I didn't have much doubt. I didn't have any doubt. You know, it was Stalker Steve that told me that this tree was a Douglas fir. And so I set off trying to find a live tree, and I just couldn't for the life of me. I could not find a live tree. They were all dead. They're all the same as what Stalker Steve had showed me. And I just couldn't find a live one. So I started looking around, and when I least expected it, I found a real Douglas fir alive out in Kalamazoo, and it was great. Took some pictures and stuff. But then I went back to Steve's, and he had made a mistake simply because he was used to seeing his Douglas firs at work, and when he was in this woods, the needles were so high, something told him that that was a Douglas fir, and he shared that with me. And I took that and I went with it. I was like, wow, I've always wondered what this tree is that I'm getting fatwood from. And I went back to the woods, and I could see how he made that mistake. It's so easy, and tree identification is so tricky, and bark is really sneaky. But wow, it was such a challenge, and gosh, I think I did 9 episodes trying to find a tree to go by, to identify. And first I had to find the Douglas fir, then I had to decipher whether mine was or not. Then I had to decipher what my tree was, and that was even harder, because all the signs said that my tree over here, that I have a whole bunch of, have all these signs of Scotch pine. And a whole year ago, I did a video about how Scotch and jack pine look exactly alike. And I'm thinking, Scotch pine, but there's no yellow. I knew better, but it's been a year, and I went looking everywhere at all the Scotch pines, trying to see maybe my tree, just because it's dead, it doesn't have any orange or yellow on it. It turned out to be the jack pine. And I'm glad I did that video, that series. I had 4 videos recorded, but I didn't upload any of them because I didn't know if it was going anywhere. I'm very glad I put it up. I know a lot of people weren't into watching so many long videos, but I'm very glad I put it up, because I learned so much. It was so cool. Tree identification is quite a trick, but once you get a tree down, it gets easier. It's a very successful series. Gosh darn jack pine. And when you look it up on the internet, it's just bam. It's so cool. I can't wait to light some of these on fire. I've even seen someone put one of these jack pine cones in a toaster oven and do a time lapse. And they warm up the pine cone in a toaster oven. You could probably search it. But they did time lapse of a jack pine cone opening up in the toaster oven. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I got to do a video. I've been so busy, but I'm going to hold one of those over the fire. Yeah, you can see it's just caked with pine pitch. Just warm it up and so cool. My chat hasn't moved in a while. It's because I'm talking and everyone's listening, or I've already got a problem with my camera. My camera's popped off a few times. Let's see here. I am thinking about getting a faster computer. Because this thing's really slowing down and I'm getting better with the computer and I can go so much faster. Ah, where'd it go? Try it again. Weird. Did I lose my internet? Bear with me. This is where I need a buddy. I need a helper. Here we go. Almost acted like I lost my internet. Ah, finally. Pop out chat. Ah, it disappeared again. Harshman Hills. I see you just popped up saying something. Ah, I got it. Woohoo! Computer's just as tricky as the trees are. Oh no. Watch Shlisa play on the computer today. It's tough running a live stream by yourself, but I do it. Prep for it. Great to see you. So yeah, I've got plans to do a series finale for my Douglas fir when I get back to Kalamazoo for some more pictures and over to the Kellogg Forest where there are some jack pines that are close to the ground, reachable, and get better pictures. I'm excited to do that. I got the old Cavalier at the Cavalier doctor again. Guess I could take the Saturn. Lone Wolf, good to see you. Welcome. Granny Monster, Fatwood Queen. I still wonder if you're the one that someone came up with Fatwood Queen. I keep thinking it was you or Dark Matter, but that was so long ago. I probably will never know. Chris Stone, good to see you. Awesome. Yeah, I definitely need a faster computer. I have my son's old gaming computer. I have mine that's really old, so I'll never be without a computer. That's always good. But I'm saving up for a better computer. Lucky for me, I've got a son that's very techie, and he can probably find me the best one for the best price. So very fortunate there. It was all dark, not me. You know, it probably was. Snap, crackle, pop live in the Kellogg Forest. You know, I've never thought of going live at the Kellogg Forest. It would probably buffer or hang up or whatever, but that would be interesting. Oh man, that old school with a modern twist. James, you just put up the nicest video. I already said that, I'm saying it again. That's just so cool to see someone stoking up the fire again and wearing a flannel. So much better than seeing you sweating your ass off and covering yourself from the sunlight. Man, that heat's just been way too much, way too much. Nice to finally have a break. And it's fun to laugh at the neighbors as they complain that they're cold. I love it. Oh, thanks, Christo. I'm having so much fun with it. I hope it doesn't become an addiction, but I love my stop motion. I am having so much fun. I did a stop motion yesterday and I put it together. It's kind of adult oriented. Everyone was asking, you know, I guess they saw something in a perverted way, and everyone was asking on one of my stop motion videos where baby pine knots come from. So I jokingly did a stop motion out in the backyard and I showed it to Dark Matter last night. He says, no, don't put that up. Okay. But it had to do with this. This is a nice piece of Fatwood, but I guess it looks like something. So I guess I won't put that up. It's just a little cool today. Yeah, I love cool weather. I love 50s. Nothing, I don't, temperature, keep it under 62. That's good for me. Oh no, now my granny wants to see it. I might put it like unlisted. I might put it unlisted and put it in the next stop motion where it pops up on the corner. But I probably won't publish it because Dark Matter told me not to. So if Dark Matter tells me not to, probably shouldn't. Pine corn can get you, oh, pine porn. Hey, now I did that Fatwood porn video and that didn't get me in trouble, but I put that up because there's knife porn, food porn, you know. There might as well have been Fatwood porn, and it was clean. This one wasn't. Begging on bended knees, Papa, please. It's tempting to show it right now, Granny. I'm not getting so much trouble. You gotta have fun. We're all grown-ups, and you can age restrict your stuff. So with the stop motion, I've been having a lot of fun. I have a system set up. I'm getting more efficient with it. I'm getting a good workout every day. I collect my clips. I put them in a place in my computer. I put them together, so I just have a whole bunch of clips to grab from and put together. I'm getting pretty efficient with it. It's getting very fun and kind of technical, but I'm learning ways to do my stop motion without having to work so hard. You know, because sometimes you can go forward and back rather than put your pieces, you know, with your editing, you can actually do less work putting your stop motion together by using your editor. I'm finding that useful. And yeah, there's so many ways that I'm figuring out. It's becoming even more fun. I always wanted to do the stop motion. I just never found my thing, and I hope it doesn't become an addiction. You're gonna see me several months down the road, skin and bones, because I'm not going in the house to eat. It could get you jailed from Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is a totally different animal than YouTube. Facebook won't even let you use free music. Last I knew, you couldn't put up anything with any kind of music in the background unless it was shared from YouTube. But if I ever try to upload a video to Facebook and it has any music in it, no go. A good addiction. Well, it's a good workout with reward at the end. Rather than going to the gym, you know, you end up with nothing, maybe a few pounds lost. This, I end up with something. And I'm also learning how to do it quicker in my editor. Yes, everyone tell me, are you having colder than usual weather, warmer than usual weather, rain, no rain? I really need to get on the television, look up my local weather channel or something and see, but I'm curious because we've had cold weather here for 4 or 5 days, I think, since Thursday or Friday. Cold and rain here, yep. But I can't help but wonder, is it that way throughout the country? Is it that way? Well, of course, it's not that way throughout the world. So relaxing, had the best time editing. It's El Paso. It's hot, always hot. Ugh. Yuck. Is it better than Florida weather or is it hotter than Florida weather, Granny Monster? It's always cold in Ireland. Always. Ugh. I like a little change up, you know, cold, so I appreciate the sun. And vice versa, sun, so I appreciate the cold. 74 and sunny in Des Moines. Wow, that's mild, not too hot, not too cold. Yeah, we got 3 or 4 people here from the Buckeye State. Nicole Lake Erie Prepper for one. Hello, hello. Good to see you. Hope you are doing great. Haven't heard from you in a while. I haven't been checking my videos, my subscriptions lately, so I get a little behind. I don't think I've seen a video from you in a while, Nicole. Hope you're doing well. Need to catch up with you sometime. '63 and rainy. Five inches of rain yesterday here in southern Ohio. We had a little cooler weather yesterday and today. Mrs. Manland, good to see you. How the heck are you? Oh my gosh, 100 degrees. Oh, need someone from over by, oh, we got Lynn. Are you still here, Lynn? No, she went to get something. Curious about out west if they're ever getting any break from the fire and stuff. 50. I love 50 degrees, Lone Wolf. I probably wouldn't like it if it's been that way like all the time, though. Summertime's my busy time for work and play, so haven't been on. Oh, cool. So you're a seasonal YouTuber. Mrs. Manland, whoop, whoop. That's too bad you don't even have time for play, Nicole. Man, well, I hope you're getting the bills paid at least, caught up and stuff. What was I gonna say? Oh, yes, Old School with Modern Twist has a very awesome channel. I'm so glad you started a YouTube channel, James. So glad. That's so cool. Old School with Modern Twist started out a little slow, but I can definitely tell, James, you really like YouTube. That's awesome. YouTube can be good medicine for us. Oh, that Nicole, you're that new? So this is your full first summer on YouTube. Your first full summer. I'm trying to figure out, I think in a month and a half, it will be my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. 2 full years. I might hit 1,000 subscribers by my 2-year anniversary. That'd be kind of cool. Oh man, Mrs. Manland, it rains like hell over there, doesn't it? Over in Mississippi. Seems like every time I see someone's video on Mississippi when it's raining, it's like big ass raindrops and it's loud. Trying working at a bait shop for a few recent vids, how to make double harness rig for fishing. All because of a train wreck. So you started YouTube, James, because of you wanted to put up the train wreck, document the train wreck from Miamisburg. What was that, 1989? I don't know how many of you people know this, but Old School with a Modern Twist lived through one of the worst train wrecks. He got the tracks right by his house that ever happened in America. And there was a chemical spill and all that. And yeah, it's quite a story. You ever get a chance, look up the Miamisburg train wreck. Oh, how lovely. Get rid of this fella right now. Been a while. Ta-da! Okay. Just lost 1 subscriber today. How does that happen? I need more subs, not less. It's gonna happen. You know, usually more than 50% of your subscribers are blank subscribers. They don't watch your channel regularly, so they kind of come and go. So it's normal for your numbers to breathe. That's how your subscribers work. Yes, had quite a train wreck. Trying to talk someone down from the I got tech PRBS allot, but listening. Okay. Well, I'm glad this chat isn't going any faster. This is mainland. Yep, it does. I named it the rainforest here in Mississippi because here in Mississippi it does nothing but rain. I think I need to adjust my title. I'm getting some interesting attention. There we go. Do I have any wrenches in here? Let's see here. Oh, Nicole, you're my only wrench. Where's Brandon when I need him? And Lynn and Grant. Road King popped in to say hello. That was awesome. Let me see. I didn't have time to set up my trivia today, but I have a little idea for it. I might be able to find something. I was thinking maybe not tonight, but it would be a good time to do a camping safety quiz. That's always fun. Learn a lot of stuff. I know one question I'd like to ask all of you is, what is the most important thing you can have with you when you're out in the woods camping or hiking or any of that? What is the most important tool that you can take with you out in the woods? All right, that ought to help. Change the title. Might attract less trouble. Oh, come on. Come on, computer. Ha! Right. Your brain. Granny Monster, okay. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. It's always great to see you, Granny Monster. Stalker Steve, welcome. Good to see you too. Stalker Steve was with me on a live stream once when someone asked the same question, what is the most important thing to take with you out in the woods? And I couldn't believe I didn't know the answer. I don't think any of us did. But the guy was so right. He was so right. And it's so good to pass it along too. But the most important thing to take with you out in the woods, camping, or anything is your phone. You can't call out for help if you don't have your phone. Right? I think that's the best answer. And I definitely agree. Sue Nelson, great to see you. Hello. I would love to know what the weather is over your way. Aw, Stalker Steve. I should have told you. I'm sorry. My Fatwood Anonymous has been rather sporadic lately. Last Sunday we did the Squatapee Sunday, which last Sunday was supposed to be Fatwood Anonymous. So it just kind of pops up here and there. Or if I'm feeling up to it. I want to know if broom corn grow in the field or grow in the wild. Broom corn. Broom corn. Water. Oh, water. Broom corn can grow in the water. Well, you're going to have to try that out there, James. Find out for yourself. Oh, you probably are finding out because it's raining. Do you got any broom corn growing, James? Dark Matter, good to see you. Welcome. Always good to see you, Dark Matter. Charlie Gordon, hello. Good to see you. Welcome. Are you still there, Sue? What's the weather your way? Is it hot, warm, dry? Are you getting a break from the fire dangers and stuff like that? Are you getting any humidity at all? I really need to get on some news programs and see what's going on. Since I stopped watching TV, I don't always know where to go to get. It's hard to find the right CNN channel because there's so many fake CNN channels, and even they don't give you what you need to know. Maybe I should go on the weatherchannel.com or something. Upper 80s, dry, and fires still burning. Damn. Damn. I wish you guys would get a break. Gotta love Mrs. Mainland. Okay, Chris. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. We'll see you around. Thank you again for the comment. Got more stop motion coming. Major hurricane is fixing to tear up the Carolinas. I definitely need to look into some news once in a while. I get so out of touch and I can only go by what you guys tell me. Need to find a favorite program or something to watch. I think I keep saying that. Need to write that down. Oh, since so many of you are here, there's only 13 of you. And I should be telling you that, guys, this as you come in. But I did send out a card to Betty by Root the Owl. I did send a card out, a little humorous, because you guys said send Betty by Root the Owl a humorous card. And I made sure to run to the post office before I posted live today just to double check to see if she sent anything back. And I still got nothing back from Betty by Root the Owl. I'm trying not to, you know, think the worst, but it's been a while. She's a little older, and I worry about the woman. A lot of us are concerned, but so far I haven't heard anything from Betty by Root the Owl. And if any of you out there, like me, have her address, email, or even a phone number, do us all a favor and reach out to her somehow, some way. A lot of us have reached out through her videos and stuff, you know. Betty, are you okay? How are you doing? Are you working too hard? Are you well? But if any of you know Betty by Root the Owl and you have her email, phone number, or address, do us a favor and try to reach out to her if you can. If she can't reach back, hopefully her family can, but hopefully she's okay. She's just too busy, hopefully. Oh, yeah, if I get any news, I'll probably do a live breaking news broadcast. Starting to get worried, especially now that I've sent her a card and I'm not getting anything back, you know. Can't help it. I don't want to think the worst. Now, what was I saying I need to write down? Oh, yes. Oh, my God, I'm so sore. Oh, Lord have mercy. The stop motion has got me building muscle pretty good. Look up a good news program. I probably should check CBS. Right, let's see. I only see 8 thumbs ups. Who forgot? Yeah, where's my thumbs up? Usually I got Brandon Triumph. Excuse me. Triumph Screen Printing is usually here giving everybody big reminders, and he posts a big copy and paste. Give everyone give the Fatwood Queen a big thumbs up. Triumph Screen Printing's great support. Great guy. Not for several months, so she used to, she used to comment on all our vids. And when Dark Matter, when you put up that Burt Rentals video, I was like, oh, I was really missing Betty, because Beirut always lets me know when someone's passed away. She always does a great tribute. She does a great video. You know, half these people I wouldn't have known if passed if it wasn't for Beirut. So I was like, usually Betty would be putting this up. Dark Matter took over and covered it good. Did a great job on Burt Reynolds there. But yes, Burt Reynolds passed away. Did I get that right, Dark Matter? I hope I got the wrong name. Pretty sure. I'm not good with celebrities. I'm going to get on the trike. But some nuthead stole one of the petals off of it. Aw. Kaylin. I wish you had some way to. I wish they had, you know, a lot of apartments have carports and garages, and it'd be so perfect if you had an apartment place that had not only carports and garages, but little tiny storage lockers, one just big enough to squeeze your trike in. I think people like to pick on you too much, Kaylin, just because you're different. I also like Betty's nature videos. Man. She'll be back. Let's see, we got 7:12. I should be looking for some trivia. I should have looked for some trivia earlier. But I tell you what, I don't know why. Someone here might know why, but I stayed up rather late last night. I always get up early in the morning, and if I stay up late the night before, I end up having to take a nap. So I didn't look up my trivia today. And it's all your fault. No, I'm so glad I stayed up with you late last night, Dark Matter. It's good to hang out with you. Dark Matter does some great live streams. All right, let's see here. Camping safety quiz. Hope something cool pops up. Campfire safety quiz. Summer tips, camping, forest fire. Are you a campfire superhero? Take the quiz and find out. Survival quiz for kids. How well would you do on this campfire quiz? Boys Life magazine. Man, which one do I pick? See if I can find you guys. There we go. Something just is not right. Says she was even doing drone videos. It's not like her to be gone like this. Yeah, let's just be patient. And if I don't get a card back from Betty this week, I'll send her an email. Have you heard from the peeping egg? I get a lot of people asking me that. I occasionally talk to somebody on YouTube through text messaging, and that person says that she calls and they talk to each other all the time. I don't like to pry and ask what's going on. How is she? I don't know. I know that she talks regularly to someone else. I don't know how the peeping egg is doing. I need to find her number in my old phone and reach out to her. But I get asked a lot. I get asked a whole lot how peeping egg is doing. And I want to know just as bad as everyone else. I do. Dark, did you keep her up? Gotta go cook a burger. Yum. I just had a pork chop with rice and green beans, and I was pushing for time. I didn't get to have my apple crisp. Medium rare with the works. I want mine with bacon, salt and pepper, a tiny bit of ketchup, and some yellow mustard. That'll be fine. And some bar chips. Some nice, thick, crispy potato chips with my burger, please. So yes, I have not heard from Peeping, but I would like to know how she's doing too, and maybe I need to reach out to her. I guess I haven't because I know she's okay. Let's see here. Tricky questions. I want an easy quiz. This is one of those where you push the start button. You don't get to see them before. Yeah, this one's definitely not the quiz we want. We want simple quiz, not complicated. Yeah, Peeps just disappeared too. I know. But we know she's okay. Peeps didn't just disappear. She slowly said, I've got this going on and I got that going on, and we'll see, next month how it goes. Peeps is definitely busy. Sure would be nice to know how she's doing. Oh, this looks a little more simple. Get the hell out of my way, you damn pop-up thing. Oh, Yeah, I did find a fun trivia. All right, cool. 7:30 trivia is gonna happen. Woohoo! Oh God, there goes the dogs. Oh, I have these lovely neighbors. They're country folks, and man, do they have a lot of dogs. Every time the sirens go off, even if it's miles down the road, they hear it and they go, "Howl," and they start crying like wolves. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't be so bad, but I think I'd rather have a neighbor with a bunch of roosters. Ah, okay, so I've had a lot of people ask me lately if I know how to cook, believe it or not. I've done a few cooking videos, but I think I'm going to start recording some meals that I cook. And I was thinking I'd make it a 1 week short video series of a week in the kitchen, and I'll show a meal, and it'll be short and sweet because I'm not into cooking videos. But I've had a few people ask me if I know how to cook, so I've started recording a few of my meals, and probably in a week I will post a quick short. This is what I made. I think flour, egg, meat in the pan, done. Triumph Screen Printing, great to see you. You know, a lot of people come and go into our lives, and YouTube seems fast, and then there are others that do that and like it. What the hell's going on? Because there's a staple in our lives. Dark Matter says, YouTube is wonderful, but it depends on the person. It depends on your life. It depends on so much. It can be great and it can be a nightmare for some people. But so far, a lot of us really benefit from YouTube. Triumph Screen Printing, he says, sorry I'm late, was out cleaning the gutters. We are actually supposed to finally get some rain. Woohoo! For someone who's supposed to be getting rain all the time, about darn time. Get back to the old rainforest you're supposed to be in. Noodles, oh yes. I've got that on the list, James. I will do my homemade chicken noodles for you. I think you asked me to do that a year ago. I do have a video out there where I made my homemade noodles, but I will do a fresh one. And it'll probably go out in a week if I don't get too busy. I got a week full of doctor's appointments coming up. But I'm going to do a week in the kitchen. Every day I'll show a dinner or a lunch or a breakfast or a dessert. And 7 days, 7 short videos. Then people won't have to ask if I know how to cook. Rush Creek Survival. Good to see you. Cooking with Shlisa. I'm very popular with my friends for being a cook, but a lot has changed in my life in the last 5 years. And I don't hang out with my friends anymore. Yes, I'm doing great. Good to see you, Rush Creek. It's been a while. I would like some Fatwood soup. Hold the Fatwood. You know, I've actually seen one person do Fatwood soup. I have. Youper Digger 57. Hey, how you doing? So the one person I've seen do Fatwood soup in his kitchen, in his house, was Cape Fear Outdoors from Cape Fear, North Carolina. Brian. He was doing a potpourri of some sort. I can't remember what he was doing, but it was really cool. And he said it smelled up the house. He had a mix of red cedar in there or something and Fatwood. I've been meaning to try that but I do remember someone cooking some Fatwood in a pot in the kitchen a good year and a half ago. Oh, it's too bad that channel's down because that was a funny video. I actually liked that video. Don't like the guy, but I like the video. Shlisa cooked for me once and served it to me in a bottle cap. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm a little in the dark on that kind of stuff, but I think I know where you're going with that dark matter. Oh, yeah, sorry. I had to bring that up though. Someone did cook fatwood soup. I'll drop it. Yeah, yeah. Good inside joke. Oh, we got 5 minutes. So yeah, I've got a list of what I'm gonna cook, and it's I'm gonna do my homemade biscuits and my biscuit and gravy or sausage gravy. You know, I've been thinking, I'm curious if anyone's ever done this or if this sounds gross, but I've been thinking about throwing some mushrooms in with my sausage before I do my gravy. Now, does that sound gross, or has anyone ever tried that? But for some reason, to me, that sounds good. I've never done it before. I don't know why I've never thought of it before. But when you're frying up your sausage, and before you put your gravy and your milk and flour and seasonings in, has anyone ever thrown mushrooms in and browned them up with the sausage? Lotus, hello. Hello from Japan. Lotus from Japan. Oh man, that's quite a word. I must have been translate. Oh wow, murderfully hot this summer. Way too hot. Way too hot. When Shlisa came to visit, piled a plate and then found out it's not supposed to eat that much. Throwing a can of clams. Hello, HRM. Sounds good to Stalker Steve. You'll have to cook outside at least one time. Oh, yes, I will. I'll do my barbecue chicken, maybe. I'll see. You got mustard for them biscuits? Oh, jeez. Let's see here. I gotta type so he understands me. It's been I shouldn't have gave up on my typing classes. Saves a lot of time. I was very amazed by Peeping Eggs typing skills. Wow. Almost trivia time. There we go. Mushrooms would work. We put mushrooms in pretty much everything here. Oh, awesome. I never put, I think I have probably 10 different ways of making sausage gravy and biscuits. I always say biscuit and gravy, but I used to make that up in so many different ways. I used to make it up all the time. I used to cook a lot more when my late boyfriend was alive. I'd cook for him, myself, and my son. And then he passed away, and it was just me and my son cooking. And then my son grew up and started cooking for himself. He's always cooked for himself, but we used to have meals together, and we stopped doing that. So then I was just cooking for myself. And my kidney disease had worsened, so my diet had worsened, so I couldn't cook as much anymore. Then I went through my kidney transplant, and that changed everything. All of a sudden I can eat more of this, but none of this, and it was just awful. And my taste buds changed. So I've been going through quite some changes, and my cooking habits have changed. And I don't cook as much as I used to, and I kind of miss that. And, oh, almost time for trivia. Yes, Peeping Egg was amazing with the keyboard. I would love a freezer full of morel mushrooms. Oh, I saved a bunch of my morel mushrooms. I saved a whole bunch. I've got them dry. And I really want to grind them up and make some kind of mushroom mix of some kind for to put outside. But I hear it's so tricky to grow morel mushrooms. I don't want to do it until I'm certain how I want to do it. But I would love to make a mushroom mix for growing. Never heard of a Michigander that don't like morels. There are some Michiganders that don't like morels, but I think they're just closed-minded. Lotus, I don't know if you're still there, but Lotus has a great Fatwood channel, and I'm a little behind on his videos. HRM remembers the chicken soup. That was a while ago. My family always wants me to do my chicken noodle soup. Dark, you don't have any morals. $10 for freeze-dried morels. There's actually a little tiny packet of dried morels you can get at Meijer's. Little tiny packet, and their dried morels are $12, $13 for a little tiny. And the high dollar chefs like the dried morels because the flavor is condensed, and they just soak them and chop them up and add them to the food to flavor it. So you're not actually getting that morel fresh mushroom texture when you're getting the dried morels, but using them for flavor. It's interesting, but I guess it's good enough people pay big money for. Sure wish I could get money like that for my morels. So who's ready for trivia? Hopefully I picked the right trivia. It looks like it's 10 questions. It's based on camping. And we're going to do a screen share so you can watch the questions with me. All right. We're going to move this out of the way up here. Find the chat. Here we go. Move it over just a little bit. Here we go. All right. What hazards should you look for when you're choosing a safe place to build a campfire? What hazards should you look for when you're choosing a safe place to build a campfire? A, tents or campers too close by. B, loose paper or other flammable objects laying around. C, all of the above. Or D, low-hanging branches. Interesting how they put the all of the above for C, isn't it? Okay, we'll see you in a little bit, Charlie Gordon. Yeah, I'm agreeing. Definitely all of the above. So where we go, gotta forget about the lag. Now, wait a minute. That was weird. What happened? Safe place to build a campfire. Uh-oh. It's not going to let us take it, is it? Oh, wow. I just moved it, didn't it? Maybe we picked a bad one, huh? There we go. We got it. Woohoo! You're right. It is important to keep all kinds of hazards in mind when looking for the ideal spot for a campfire. Continue. All right. What should you circle a fire pit with to contain the fire? What should you circle the fire pit with to contain the fire? A, rocks or a metal ring. B, you just need to dig a small hole and the fire will contain itself. C, sticks or logs. D, leaves and grass. What should you circle a fire pit to contain the fire? Rocks or a metal ring. You just need to dig a small hole, sticks or logs, leaves and grass. This is pretty easy, don't you think? All right. Yeah, the hole definitely won't be enough to contain itself. It'd be nice, but where it looks like everyone's going with, oh God, I saw bodies under there. All right. It says, you're right. For A, if you're camping in a place that doesn't already have a metal ring built in for campfires, dig a small pit and build a ring out of rocks. Great job. Where should you stack the extra firewood? Where should you stack the extra firewood? You shouldn't bring extra firewood. Okay, A, you shouldn't bring extra firewood. B, downwind. C, anywhere. Or D, upwind. Where should you stack the extra fatwood? A, you shouldn't bring extra fatwood. B, downwind. C, anywhere. Or D, upwind. Oops, touchy, touchy. Come back here. Skulls. No, this isn't a trick. I definitely think, yep, looks like you guys are on the right page. Here we go. You guys probably have to wait forever because of the little bit of lag. Oh, and I have to hit the continue button. All right. You're right. You should stack your extra fat firewood upwind, where a strong breeze won't push the flames of your campfire towards it. Great job, everybody. On to the next one. All right. Okay. When should you collect a bucket of water to put out the campfire? When should you collect a bucket of water to put out the campfire? A, before the fire is lit. B, after the fire is lit. C, as soon as you're ready to put the fire out. Or D, at any point during the campfire. Wow, this is pretty easy stuff. Looks like I picked a kids quiz. That's all right. Good reminders. Always good reminders. All right. When should you collect a bucket of water to put out the campfire? A, before it's lit. B, after it's lit. C, as soon as you're ready to put the fire out. Or D, at any point during the campfire. Definitely before the fire is lit. Here we go. Hey, this is a piece of junk. And they scrambled them before the fire is lit. That's the second time it's done that to me. Give me the answer. Ah, give me the answer. Come on, baby, you can do it. Yay! What a piece of junk website. Okay, you're right. Always have a bucket of water and a shovel at hand before you light your campfire. Woohoo, we got through it. Okay, ooh, nice sign. Which of these is a hazard around the campfire? Which of these is a hazard around the campfire? A, hair that isn't tied back. B, all C, loose clothing. Or D, untied shoelaces. A, hair that isn't tied back. B, C, loose clothing. Or D, untied shoelaces. Yeah. Hey, Ronnie Brown. Good to see you. We're trying to do a trivia quiz for campfire safety. Looks like I picked a kids one, but hey, easier is better. Yes, definitely B, all of the above. Let's see if it'll take it this time. Sometimes we have to answer it 5 times. Anything loose is hazard around a campfire. All right, we got 5 left. Here we go. How do you discard a match after using it to start a fire? How do you discard a match after using it to start a fire? Is it A, toss it over the shoulder? B, place it in the pocket? C, wait until it's cold and then discard it into the fire? Or D, put it in the garbage bag? How do you discard a match after using it to start a fire? Toss it over the shoulder, A. B, place it in a pocket. C, wait until it's cold and then discard it into the fire. Boy, that doesn't make sense. Or D, put it in the garbage bag. Good grief. I think the safest place would be to put it in the fire. I guess if you place it in your pocket, you're going to know if it's still lit, so that could be a good answer. Looks like everyone's going with C, pretty much. Uh-oh. Here we go again. We're going to play the game again. Oh, crap. I hit the wrong one. Oh, well. Always wait until the match is cold, because it's wood. You can discard it into the fire. Pretty much what most of you were saying. My apologies. Here we go again. Aside from wood, what other materials is okay to burn in a campfire? This is an interesting question. Aside from the wood, what other materials is okay to burn in a campfire? Plastic utensils, A. B, aluminum cans. C, nothing, just wood. Or D, styrofoam plates. Oh, well, this is an awful easy question. Definitely kids. It's good that they're asking children this. Very good to be asking children this. Nothing, just wood. On to the next one if it'll let us. Nope. Woohoo, we did it. You should only burn wood in a campfire. All right. Next question. Question number 7. How long is it safe to leave a campfire unattended for? How long is it safe to leave a campfire unattended for? A, 1 hour. B, you should never leave a campfire unattended. C, 10 minutes. Or D, 30 minutes. Dark matter. We all know the answer to that. We's grown-ups. Question number 8. Boy, these are great reminders even though. What is the safest way to extinguish a campfire? What is the safest way to extinguish a campfire? A, stomp it out with your foot. B, smother it. C, leave it and let it die down on its own. Or D, pour a bucket of water on it. How do you know that, Stalker Steve? What is the safest way to extinguish a campfire? A, stomp it out with your foot. B, smother it. C, leave it and let it die down on its own. Or D, pour a bucket of water on it. Looks like Stalker Steve's gonna just put A, B, C, and D on there. You're right. Carefully and gradually pour a bucket of water onto the flames. Stir wet coals and ashes with a shovel, and then pour on more water until all the embers have gone cold. Great answer. That was very well done. Okay, if your clothes accidentally catch fire, what should you do? If your clothes accidentally catch fire, what should you do? A, scream. B, pour water on yourself. C, run around. Or D, stop, drop, and roll. Let's see what everyone's answers are for this one. Okay, A, scream. B, pour water. C, run around. Or D, stop, drop, and roll. What if you only have a tiny bucket? Well, you better be running for some more water there, Steve. Call Steve and have him lick it out. Oh man, you guys are awful. Gotta keep it fun. Oh boy, here we go again with the fun. Woohoo! Yay, you're right. See all your results. Oops, I didn't read that part. That's the best part. Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, cover your face with your hands. Cover your face with your hands, people. Drop to the ground and roll all around. Back and forth until the flames have been completely smothered. Cover your face and smother everything that's on fire. Well, that was interesting. 15 minutes of kid trivia. Always good reminders, I guess. It's not always easy to do trivia, but it's fun. Woohoo! We only have a tiny bucket. Try to get Shlisa to rub it out. Oh my God, Steve, you did not just say that. And jump in a pool of gasoline. So what's new? Okay, for those of you who weren't here earlier, I did send out a letter to Ruth the Owl, and I haven't heard back from her yet. And if any of you who've just come in have her phone number or email address, give her a shout. See if we can get a hold of her and see how she's doing. Gotta go cook dinner. You better love me. Dark matter. I will be listening to the stream, dear. Oh, awesome. Crank it up. Maybe we'll do another round of trivia. No. Always good to do some hard work looking for trivia. Once in a while, I get real lucky with some good answers and questions and answers. And the best thing that I look for with trivia is the explanation afterwards. The ones that have a really good explanation, not all trivia, you know, it's either yes, no, A, B, or C, true or false. But some, like the trivia we just did, even though it was for kids, has a good explanation at the end, and that's what I always look for. I like that in a trivia question. West Homestead, good to see you. Oh, thank you. There's my scepter, my really cool pine nut. I've just put my scepter in a stop motion yesterday. Not sure when that one's going to go out. I still need to do him in a stop motion. And then this over here you can't see very well. Let's see here. That's my trophy from Stalker Steve there. And right here, this little baby right here is Cherry. And Stalker Steve spun me that on his lathe. It's a nice little candy dish, and it smells real good. Lynn would be here, but she is sleeping. She is working night shifts all week in Lancaster, Brosep's town. Oh, wow. That's right. Brosep lives there. She has to be in at 11 p.m. Lynn is a rock star. I tell you what, that girl's been working her butt off. Coping alone. Hi, good to see you. I got lucky. I actually remembered to do my dinner before my live stream. Sometimes I forget and I have to wait till the live stream's over. But yep, everyone's cooking dinner right about now. It's a good time for that. I recorded my apple crisp I made the other night. Once I get enough videos put together in a week or so, I will put up some cooking videos. Steve. What else do I need to cover? I didn't take no notes today. It's just a hang out today day. I sure am loving this weather. Oh yeah, about the video I put up. Where the fire making video. I never finished that. That was a big bummer. I had some really cool clips of how to make fire with solar and all that. It's really hard for me to do a solar ignition fire outside because the sun's so hot. And I had some really good clips, and I was getting all delete happy in the computer. But I did manage to put up the lighting a tampon with a dead lighter video. That's important, you know. It's kind of funny and it's kind of gross, but someone had challenged me. I think it was Mad Dog Survival had challenged me to start a fire with a dead lighter. And I saw how he started a fire with a dead lighter with char cloth. And when I did it, I was like lighting away, looking at it. I had no idea it was already lit and started to hurt. I was like, ah, wow, that went fast, you know. It was lighting char cloth with a dead lighter is rather easy sometimes, but you know, I think I did another time it wasn't. But what I'm trying to say is I don't always have char cloth with me. It's not in my hiking pack. Maybe I should, but I thought if I'm going to light a fire with a dead lighter, I should be using something everyday carry. And that's in my hiking pack. I have the chapstick that Barut made me, Barut Dial. She gave me little chapsticks with my picture, my YouTube channel, and 1,000 subscribers because I was getting close. So I put the chapstick, unraveled a tampon, lit right up, made a fire. So that was pretty fun. I'm glad I finally put that up. I had been waiting forever to finish that video, never did, and it felt good to finally put that up with my sticker video. It's been a while since I showed my sticker board. How many free shirts does she get? I didn't see it was moving that fast. Oh. How have you been coping alone? That would be nice to know. Cool, coping alone's doing good. I have a whole bunch of cool, fun ways to start fire. People have gifted me a lot of things from YouTube and some pretty cool fire kits. Really have fun doing the solar fire. That's pretty fun. 985, woohoo! I was stuck on 888 for the longest time. It's been a slow rise up to 1,000, which I like. I don't want to be a overly big channel. I like to, you know, enough commenters, you know, enough friends. I got plenty of friends and keep up with everyone. Hey Jerry, how you doing? So yeah, it's been a slow climb, 2,000 subscribers, but nice and slow, just the way I like it. I haven't been as active as I was last year. Last year I was pumping out postcards and stickers and a lot of stuff, and this year's been different. And I like that. It's slowing down a little bit. I got a couple postcards I just sent out with stickers, and we're going out to Liberty Rogue and what's the name of the other guy? But hopefully, those of you who don't have any Sheiliza O'Shell stickers and you got a Sheiliza O'Shell or you got a board, I always have my P.O. box in my descriptions. Don't ever hesitate to ask for a sticker. I love my custom postcards. They're cool. I want to see you make a fire with the flint and steel. Oh, I can do that again. Sure. I need to practice the flint and steel more. I got a new addiction, you know, stop motion. But I still have a Fatwood fire every day. I do need to practice with my flint and steel more. I can do that. Youper Digger, I got to get going on the videos too soon. I got to get going on the videos too soon. Hey, Mel Mel. Nice of you to stop in for a quick hello. It's always nice. Hello, it's good to see you. I don't think I've asked anyone from your part of the country, Mel Mel. What is the temperature over there in New York? And is it dry or wet over there? 'Cause everyone's got just the same weather, cold weather, hot weather. Spell check. They said, is that what you're doing? Youper Digger, are you messing with me? Or are you picking on me because I can't make out what you're saying? That's an inside joke, you guys. I done turned teacher on Youper Digger. He's never gonna let me down for that. It's wet in New York. Okay. I got to get going on the videos too soon. Oh, so you started out on too many videos too soon when you started your channel? I don't know why, but I'm having trouble figuring out what Youper Digger said. I must have forgot something I was talking about. It's wet and hot in West Virginia. Yuck. Well, at least it ain't bone dry. So many people getting too much rain or not enough rain. Oh, wow, 70 to 60 degrees. Helga, hi, good to see you. No, that's okay. I'm not as good as you, Helga. I wish I could remember. Oh, you're so good. I gotta post my live streams and hangouts and share them on Facebook. And sometimes I just go, doop, doop, hello. Oh, you rock, Helga. I need to look up to you and start trying it. And I even need to let Steve know when I'm going live. I got to go, everyone. Have a great evening, old school with a modern twist. Okay. Thanks, James, for stopping by. I loved your video today. You take care, and I hope the rain lets up and goes easy on your garden. Thank you. Oh, I got to start making videos again. Okay. Gotcha, Youper Digger. Yes, you especially need to do a video because you just started a GoFundMe page. You need to go in your Facebook and message every single person you know, you probably already have, and send that GoFundMe to every single one. And then you need to do a video on YouTube and share that everywhere. Youper Digger has a GoFundMe, and he's trying to save up money. He's been trying his darndest. He's been saving up money to move. He has a job offer in Washington State, And it's getting time. He's starting to run out of time. He needs to get up there soon, and he doesn't quite have enough money, so he started to GoFundMe. I will see if I can pull that up real quick and drop it in the chat. 58 degrees in Midtown Manhattan. All right, let's see here. Yep, I'm definitely going to get me a new computer very soon because this is too slow. There we go. Oh yes, the teacher tutorial. How to make a good. Okay. Woohoo! I got it. GoFundMe link. Here you go, everybody. There is the GoFundMe link right there. Prepping to endure. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. All right. So who likes Fatwood? Woohoo! We got plenty of Fatwood. Yep, that's Super Digger's GoFundMe. He's trying to raise some funds to get moved. His wife passed away recently, and it's a little hard sitting there at the old house with all the old memories, and he's got a really good job offer. Super Digger does up in Washington, and I believe it's his uncle has a campground he needs help running. That sounds like an awesome, awesome opportunity. And be with family too. I hope it works out for you, Super Digger. Show us your wood. I got so much wood, it's crazy. I got a big old fire ready for me to light if the wind's died down enough. As soon as I'm off this chat, actually, it's going to be a very slow burn. Okay, Mel. Thanks. Take care. Have a good evening, and don't overwork yourself. And have some Chinese for me while you're out there. Bye-bye, Mel. Thanks again. Oh, cabins. I meant to say that. I thought it, but it didn't come out. His uncle has cabins, Super Digger's uncle. Oh God, I'm so. I've been hiking like a maniac and doing stop motion videos, and my muscles are so sore. Keep it up, keep it up. I found. I keep hearing about this place called the OTT. Everyone calls it the OT, but it's the OTT Biological Preserve. It's across the street from Kimball Pines, Fatwood Heaven. I've been meaning to go there, but I'm like hooked on this Kimball Pines because there's Fatwood everywhere. And I know the trail's real good. I've been putting off going across the street, down the road a ways to this OTT Biological Preserve. Put it off for darn near a year. I finally went there yesterday. I think it was yesterday morning, real early. And I was so disappointed. I was like, no. I had to go through a really poor, low-class neighborhood, like 3 blocks. It's not a giant neighborhood, but it was like, oh, this stinks. Just to get to it. And the parking lot was kind of sketchy. All the signs were faded. And I was like, man, oh, I heard all these great things about this place, you know, with hiking trails. And I thought it said had a lake, but so I parked there and I'm uncomfortable leaving my car there, you know. Most places I hike, there's no houses around, so you don't have problems with kids and teenagers or anything like that. But I was like, man, I hiked a ways in, you know, I'm kind of like, I'll come back one more time and go in further. I went back in further, and holy shit, that place goes for miles. I only made it an hour in and an hour out, but wow, they had the same bridge that Kimball Pines had, same, just these bridges and boardwalks and fancy brick walls and curves and hills and stones and fancy people were all back there. I mean, once you got past that low class area and you got going in, you could actually see upper class neighborhoods that come up to it a little bit from all over. I went quite a ways in, and there was just lovely people all over the place, but I had to go through. There's got to be a better way to get in there than have to go through. This place is only 2-3 miles down the road from me. I keep hearing about it, but I had no idea that it was that big and that beautiful and such beautiful trails. It's just amazing. It's the North Country Trail, the National Trail runs through there. I hiked the North Country Trail to the south of there and all the way down to the other park. I'm quite familiar with the North Country Trail, and I've been meaning to learn that part of it, but I've been putting it off. And holy cow, it's amazing. It's going to be hard to stay away from that place. It kind of makes me a little nervous. At least there's classy people out there jogging, biking, and hiking and stuff. Irene, good to see you. Oh man, I didn't realize sharing my live stream helped that much. Well, even though Mel Mel's not here anymore, thank you, Mel Mel. Glad you heard that I was live, and I definitely do need to work on getting my live stream out there a little better. Maybe you went in the wrong side. Yeah, right? There's got to be another side somewhere. Oh man, it looks like a teenager's heaven back there to get into trouble and do whatever. But once I got in there further, wow, what a beautiful place. Oh yeah, Jerry, definitely do that. I've seen a lot of people soak their fatwood, and it doesn't soak up water at all. So my experiment was the whole winter. I had my fatwood soaking in the shade where it was wet, where it got snowed on, melted, rained on. Like, and I took a very thin piece of fatwood. I was determined to soak this fatwood somehow. And I still managed to slice up that fatwood and get it to fire up. It was amazing. You just can't soak it long enough. Fatwood would have to be a very thin piece under a lot of heat and moisture for a couple years before it could soak up enough water not to light. From what I'm seeing, it's pretty cool. That pine resin really keeps it waterproof. Bones Yard, hello, how are you doing? I'm still trying to come up with something I can do to an army man, Lieutenant Bones Yard, in my stop motion videos. If you guys got any ideas, let me know. But it's like, you know, I could put Army Man more on top of my whale here. And I could stand him up, you know, and he could be riding along and leading the charge or something. But how would I knock him down? I gotta get creative. I gotta use my imagination, but I gotta get Bones Yard in one of my stop motions somehow. Just ain't quite come up with an idea yet. Usually when I do, it's yeah, but not yet. Maybe I could stand him up. No, that wouldn't work. Somehow I'm gonna get you, Bones, in a stop motion video. No diggity, no doubt. Bacon wrapped army man. Now that sounds like a fun idea. Yep, been having fun with the stop motion. Just need to get bones in it. Oh, and I told a bunch of you earlier. Some of you weren't here earlier, but I did the Douglas fir series, and I still need to do my finale. And in my finale, for those of you who aren't familiar, I did the Douglas fir series. I was determined to find a live Douglas fir and identify it and figure out if my tree was or not, and figure out what my tree actually is, which is a jack pine. And they have these really cool cones that only open up in high temperature, like a fire. So I want to finish doing my finale. And I'm not sure if I'm going to hold these over a fire to open them up, put them in a toaster oven or a hot pan, but it's going to be fun just to do a video of heating up some jack pine cones to get them to open. Someone has a video out there where they put the jack pine cone in a toaster oven. It's pretty cool watching it open up in a toaster oven. So I plan on opening some of these up either over the fire or something. But this is going to be fun. As you can see, maybe they are covered in pitch, and jack pine cones only open under high temperature like fire. I have a bunch opened where my jack pines are because they're at the tree line where that sun really beats down, and they've opened up a few. But that explains why there's only one live jack pine in my neck of the woods over here, because there hasn't been any controlled fires to get them to replant. Cover him in pine resin and set him on fire. That's tempting. Could heat up a tin full of hot pine resin and dip him in, hang him by a thread, and oh, I gotta be able to do it with the stop motion. There's my supporter. Everybody slam that thumbs up for our lovely host, Sheiliza O'Shell. Hit it hard. We were all missing you earlier, Triumph Screen Pruning. It's like, oh, Steve was like, what's up with that? Bunch of you in here, but only 8 thumbs up. See if I can keep up here. Told you, ain't no damn wild Douglas fir over there. Now, wait a minute, Triumph Screen Pruning. You never said wild. You said there. I hate to be the bearer of bad news or something like that, but there's no Douglas fir in your area. I straightened you out real quick, though, didn't I? I said it's all over. We have coastal Douglas fir. Not coastal. We have inland Douglas fir. The coastal variety of the Douglas fir would not be hardy here in Michigan, but we have tons here in Michigan of inland Douglas fir that comes from Colorado. And yes, it is planted like most trees that are not native to the area, but we have tons. We have lots of tree farms and lots of parks with Douglas fir. So there. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ron Brown. If there is Douglas fir, it was bought and planted by people. Yes, just like Scotch pine, just like Austrian pine, just like all the other trees that are non-native. But it's still important that we learn them. When I started looking for Fatwood, I needed to learn the difference between a pine and a spruce and a cedar and a hemlock and a fir. I needed to learn about conifers. I needed to learn about what trees I had in my area. And it Started out really tough because all my books said there was only 2 pines in Michigan, but I knew there was more, and it took me a while to learn. But there are so many types of pines here in Michigan. They're just not all native, but they're everywhere. And it was real. It's still fun to learn them all. It's fascinating, the different types of fatwood that comes from the different types of spruces, firs, and pines. It's very exciting. Yes, Bones Yard, Mississippi fatwood does rock. And it stinks too. No. Bears plant fur too. Yes, I'd like to see that Triumph screen printing. You probably don't have any inland Douglas firs planted at your parks. It wouldn't make any sense, but you never know. Triumph screen printing. You taught me some stuff, Shlisa. It was a very informative series. Oh, thank you, Triumph screen printing. Still need to do my finale. I'm a little behind on that. But I would like to go back to the Douglas firs that I found and do a little video there. Go back to the Kellogg Forest, get some close-ups of the jack pines that are closer to the ground where I can reach and get some pictures, do a little video there. Fire these up some, show how they open, just do a quick recap of the whole series and what I found. Then my series will be complete and I'll feel better. Wee Wee's World, welcome. You're from Mississippi too, correct? I believe you're in the family of the Bones Yard. Can't remember. Fir trees, lives matter. Holy cow, it's 8:15. This has been going pretty good. As soon as my live stream's over, I'm going to warm up a piece of hot apple crisp, and then I'm going to go fire me up a big old fire out back. Did some heavy yard cleaning. I only got a tiny yard, but I tell you what, I found a lot of sticks and all kinds of stuff to burn up today. And I have some lovely neighbors that haven't had trash service, I don't think, at all this year. I don't know where they're sneaking their trash off to, but a lot of times they leave their trash in a bag outside and the hood squirrels get it open and then the wind blows and I am always picking up sauce cups and packaging and all kinds of stuff in my yard. My yard's supposed to be low maintenance, but my lovely next door neighbors got vanilla ice cream for that apple crisp most of the time, but not this time. I went on a binge on chocolate covered peanut M&Ms for about 8-9 days and fell off the wagon for a little bit there. So yesterday was my last cheat, and so far I'm doing fine. No more ice cream, no more overdoing it with the sweets. My apple crisp is homemade, so I consider that okay. But I'm staying away from the ice cream and the crackers and the candy. Boy, did I fall off the wagon. It was my birthday, but it was only supposed to be for one day. I was supposed to cheat. No ice cream for me for a while. I got to be good. Have to admit to being a Chandler. I thought so. Nothing wrong with that. Love that family. Yes, yes, we are having pretty much the same weather, Iron Fire Horse. I like it. Nice and cold and chilly and that kind of weather where you don't want to go out of bed, get out of bed because it's so warm and bummer. Ice cream, all melty, numb. Ice cream pretty. Yeah, I did a little video on my apple crisp, so whenever I decide to do that, I'll put it up. You know, pretty easy to make. Try to go easy on the sugar. Try. Take care, Shlisa. Love you, Queen Channel Queen Fatwood. Thank you, Bones Yard. No diggity, no doubt. You crazy man. Keep the fire burning. And go have a Fatwood party as soon as the rain lets up. Oh, nice. Mainline and Bones Yard just made homemade ice cream in a Dutch oven. Of all things, watch for the video to come out. Interesting. Sounds pretty cool. You know, that would make a lot of sense. Get your Dutch oven super ice cold. It'd probably make it easier. Unless there's a joke to that, I'm not kidding. I am 2.5 weeks into no soda, low sugar, just by choice. It was a good choice so far. Miss soda, though. Congratulations, Triumph Screen Printing. Wow. A lot of people struggle with that. I only struggled for a few months after my transplant, thankfully, but I'm not a fan of soda. GI Customs, good to see you. Evening. GI Customs makes killer knives. If you're not subscribed to GI Custom, you should be. If you like knives, if you like knife making, good to see you, GI. And congratulations, Brandon, Triumph Screen Printing. Keep it going. Keep it going. You can do it. You can find things that you like to drink and get to love water and appreciate it. Always, always nice to have water. Not enough people drink enough water. It's good for you. 8:20. Let's see, you've got 10 minutes. I got to make sure I cover everything. Didn't miss nothing. I sent out the card to Betty. Still hoping to hear from Beirut. And let me think. I don't think I'm going anywhere for any new Fatwood. I did find some killer jack pine Fatwood. Oh, it smells like sweet, tasty gummy candy. Almost smells like a, I want to say it smells like a nice sweet plastic, but almost like wax candy. And it cuts like wax. And it's very red. You can't really tell on the camera. Plus, it hasn't been freshly sliced in a while. But this stuff is amazing. I love this stuff, and I hardly ever can find any. Love it, love it, love it. I have to smuggle it out. Only a little bit. It's hard. Water sucks and does not take care. Oh, very true. Water does not take care of cottonmouth, whether it's from leisure pastime or because you're on some medication. But yeah, dry mouth is no fun, and water doesn't cut it. Seems to make it worse. Joel McCoy, good to see you. Haven't seen you in quite a while. How's the weather in Colorado? Iron Firehorse, I guess you weren't here. I'm trying to get anyone who has Beirut's email, phone number, address, something, to reach out to her if you can. I did send Beirut Dial a card. Haven't heard back from her yet. And I'm getting a little concerned, but hopefully we can get a hold of Beirut and she's fine. And just hoping to get some more troops in to help me get a hold of her. Possibly, Stalker Steve. Great, 70 and beautiful. Oh, that's right. Duh, Joel. My parents just got back from Colorado and said that. That sounds nice. We're having a break from some terribly hot weather. We have some nice, cool, chilly weather right now here in Michigan. It's very nice. Nice break. So Stalker Steve says, so I guess that means the napalm is jack pine. I think so. I guess so. It has to be. we've been identifying the jack pine all wrong all this time, and thought it was Douglas fir, but yeah. And I tell you what, this stuff that I have, I just want to send everyone a piece. It's like, smell this, fired up, try it out, it's so cool. You gotta have some. Haggard Outdoors, good to see you. The Fatwood Queen. Oh, cool. Ah, I love this stuff. Can't get my hands off of it. Gonna have me a big old fire here in a few minutes. I'd love a nice piece and make a ferro rod. Think it looks sweet. Haggard Outdoors, do you have a ferro rod? Because I've got tons of fatwood if you need a piece of fatwood for a handle. I'm trying to remember. Let's see here. Ooh, I got 22 thumbs ups. How cool. So GI Customs, are you still here? What state are you from? And what's the weather out there? I've been very curious. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. Definitely getting me a new computer. I'm done with this. Okay. Bam. North Carolina. Is it true there's a hurricane going your way? I only heard from one person. GI. Overcast and cooler today, waiting for a hurricane to come through. Yep. Hopefully it ain't too bad. You guys got me all curious. I'm gonna have to look that up if I remember to. I'm gonna have me a fire tonight, and then all week long I have a busy, busy week with doctor's appointments and running around and yeah, I do, but don't have the best fatwood for one. Well, Haggard Outdoors, I'll hook you up. Oh, catfish swim bladder makes glue. I didn't know. That's cool. Oh yes, good question, Brandon. The platinum fatwood, I believe, is the jack pine, the napalm. I guess we should let Steve answer that. I wanted to ask you, how are you feeling overall? Me? I'm doing great. I haven't had any surgeries, any health problems, anything too bad for quite a while. And I'm kicking butt. Starting to get into shape. Big weather down south, thoughts and prayers. Aw. Well, looks like we're going to wrap it up. I think I covered everything we need to. Awesome. Cool. Fatwoodqueen@gmail.com. And I will get you some good pieces for handles. Do you need, how big a handle do you need? Do you need a small handle? Make sure when you email me, you tell me what size ferro rod you have, or what size handle you would prefer, because I have so much fatwood, and I have so many good pieces for handles, and I'll send you a couple to choose from. But if you can give me an idea of what kind of fatwood you're looking for, give me an idea. It'll be easier for me to send you the best pieces. Okay, thank you so much. Steve dresses funny, smells like. All right, everyone. This was a great live stream, and everyone, take care. Ah, No fear. All right, everyone stay safe with the hurricane. I hope to hear everything goes well, and I look forward to seeing you all again in 2 weeks or whenever the next Fatwood Anonymous comes, and hopefully we'll hear from Beirut the Owl by then. Everyone stay safe, be happy, and keep it burning.